What if I'm a monster? Interesting. Whoa, no. I can't believe we've made it to the end of Act 1 of Epic the Musical by Jorge Rivera Herrans. It has been a journey, obviously for Odysseus and his men, but also for myself. I feel very stressed having left No Longer You, meeting the prophet, being told that Odysseus, there's a lot coming for you, so stressed. But I am excited to be jumping onto the final song, which is Monster. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a singer and a voice teacher. And yes, today I will be looking at Monster from Epic the Musical. This is from the Underworld Saga, and I will be looking at Gigi's Animatic. Remember, Patreon is a fantastic place to be to watch my reactions before they come over on YouTube, especially my epic reaction and analysis videos. And I'll also be posting a Patreon exclusive video over on Patreon, so do make sure you're over there if you don't want to miss out. But yes, this is a reaction and analysis video. If you'd rather watch the full thing uninterrupted, I've left the link to the original video in the description below. There are other fun links in the description below, so do go and check them out. But otherwise, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to Monster.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me?
What if I'm a monster? Oh my god. An important song for the lead role to have is an I Want song. Like, what are we wanting to do? Another important song is a reflection song. And it typically does happen just before the end of the act. Again, it leaves the people going off to the interval like, oh my gosh, this character has so much to think about, and we are just honing into that. Typically, then the first song of the second act is a big chorus ensemble song. We'll see what happens. But if we think of, like, I think Defying Gravity, Wicked, let's just look at that real quick, is Defying Gravity. Can you hear the rain? Because I can. Hello, England. But yeah, I love how this is the song. We're getting a very, let me talk about what I'm feeling, reflecting kind of song. That's the point of this song. Interestingly, the melody is something that we've heard before. I'm trying to think of what song it is. Is it Just a Man or is it something else? I think we're also hearing a little bit of that danger motif in the background as well. Again, these are all like really subtle because, well, I mean, there's a lot of danger coming your way still.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change?
Dum, dum, da, dum. This is very familiar, but I love how it happens. Like, Odysseus sings a little something, and then we get the instrument. Odysseus sings something, so it's very, like, quite conversational in that way, but it's very empty. He is alone with his thoughts.
With my estranged, do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed.
Yeah, and then we get the strings there that are a little bit, I don't think we've heard that melodic line yet, but where it's going to go, I think it's quite danger motif-esque, but I love visually how we have Odysseus turning around and we see the different, yeah, just, it's very realistic like that.
I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed.
I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. Wow, that's heavy, because it's you. And you can kind of make up the rules as you go along. But everyone else he's kind of done wrong by.
What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me? What if I'm the monster? What if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I gave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves? What?
Oh my god, I love how he's really questioning all this in a really soft, subtle vocal line. It's really vulnerable. He's just kind of like, I need to pause and just actually think about what I've done. There are no one else. It's very minimal instruments so far. His vocals are really, everything's really linking in. Ooh. The phrasing is really interesting as well. We get a very kind of fast-paced bling, 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 bling. The interval. Like, yeah, major fifth there.
What if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who...
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I love how that's constant and then just dun, 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 one note changes. The phrasing is very overlapping. It's very like the thoughts are just rushing out. He's just saying everything. It's really, really cool. And then we get the like the sustained, I think.
Problem that's been hiding all along. What if I'm the one who killed you every time I cave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves? What if I'm the monster? Is the Cyclops struck with guilt when he kills? Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he has done him right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain?
Interesting. Oh, so he's questioning everything. Like he's looking at, okay, if I'm the monster, let me look at the other monsters I've kind of like dealt with along the way. Do they have that same amount of guilt, or are they just kind of, is that their role that they play? Is that just what they do? We get this dun, 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 like this kind of raw heart. It feels like a little bit heartbeat-esque. That's happening. The color schemes kind of change as well as we go to each story.
Guilt when he kills, is he up in the middle of the night? Or
it's
does
still
he
quite
end my
empty,
men to avenge his friend?
It's like, yeah, the instrument's still quite empty, and his vocal quality is still quite the same.
Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he has done him right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain? When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off?
Sorry, they use the note, and now no one dares to piss him off, because that's kind of similar wording that he... It isn't very often that I get pissed off, like from Ruthlessness. So I like that we kind of get the lyric link there. A little bit more connected here, a little bit more of that gritty. It's like maybe it's got an element of Poseidon there, vocal quality wise. Yeah, and then instrumentation wise, we've got a bit more percussive going
God
on.
comes down and makes the fleet drown. Is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans cause he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster.
Oh, I love how that connected. God, if I became, like going straight into that. Yeah, his vocal quality definitely became a lot more connected, a lot more vocal fold closure there towards the end. He's getting a little bit more heated, like a little bit more angry within himself. We do bring it back here though, but in that little build it was you know, the last one was reflecting on himself, right? He decided that.
Sleeping Trojans cause he is vile. Or does he throw away his remorse and say?
Yeah, does he throw away his remorse? This is very spoken led.
Sleeping Trojans cause he is vile. Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster, threw that guilt away, would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay? If I became the monster to everyone but us, and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became the monster. Oh, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
Whoa, okay, he's singing that line. That's really interesting. A constant instrument here, though, are the strings. They haven't really changed. We've still kept the drum, the percussion, like, in this section. Interesting. So we get the ensemble singing Monster and Odysseus singing Ruthlessness. And here we also get Athena coming back, visually, anyway. So that's interesting. Like, this is a new turning point for Odysseus. He's really kind of coming to terms of the person that he's become. So again, visually seeing that mentor, and she wanted someone that can just like charge, lead, have no remorse, keep going. So
would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay? If I became the monster to everyone but us, and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became
that rise is scary.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll be...
Whoa, no, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. But I need to just like process this part. Holy moly. That will always not make me laugh now. Holy moly. Jeez, this is really heavy, this saga. Okay. So he's like, right, I probably should have done what everyone told me to do right from the beginning. I'm going to do better now. I love visually that Penelope is the purple. I just think that's so beautiful. That's where his voice got a little bit more higher, a little bit more, and you know, we kind of linked that to a little bit more of a reach, a little bit more of a call, a bit more emotional, so that's very fitting. These full-on vocals around Monster. So we mentioned Polites, we mentioned Mentor, we mentioned Mum, I think.
Just if I became ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
It's a learning curve for him as well.
And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't...
I love here as well, actually. Ada is very soft, very soft. I think there's still strings, and danger is when we get to this kind of gritty part of his voice, and it's a little bit more punchy, a little bit more spoken like, we get the electric guitar. So...
men gone, this can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster. I will deal the blow, and I'll become the monster like none they've ever known. So what if I'm the monster lurking deep below? I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home.
Oh, his vocals, wow, they're so strong here. So, you know, in order to have this big belt, we need to make sure we've got great vocal fold closure, which we know Odysseus J has. I love this. I love that we get a character screaming like, I've just got to do this now. There is no other way. I will not let what the prophet said, I will not die. The only way I can make it home alive is for me to become this monster. That was kind of what people wanted at the beginning. You kind of have to get the job done. You can't keep trying to save everyone because then the wrong people are living. I mean that for the story. But like, yeah, like with Polyphemus, like if he just did what he had to do then, Poseidon wouldn't have done that and killed so many of his men, or Polites wouldn't have died. Like there were so many things that if he just did what he was actually meant to do, and he's a little bit more ruthlessness, again with his purple, he just wants to see banana.
So what if I'm the monster lurking deep below? I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home. Penelope,
whoa, what visually, what did they take? And it's so sad as well. Like, he hasn't seen Telemachus, his child, like, since he was a baby. Like, he's not going to recognize him. That's like... Oh, it's the hairband!
I'll become the monster.
Wow. I like, imagine then the curtain dropping. I'll become the monster. It kind of has the same sort of feeling as like, remember me. Like, it has like, it's a strong finish. I'll become the monster. Bum. We get that note. Curtain drops. Everyone's like, wow. Oh my gosh. What is going to happen in Act 2? That's what I would be feeling. And that is what I'm feeling. Wow. What a full-on journey. We haven't had a solo... I know obviously at the end there were like ensemble... like on the monster lines. But otherwise it was a solo Odysseus song. And I don't think we've had that since Just a Man. So I love how Man, I'll Become a Monster. It's those songs. Unless... Was it another one? No, it's always been like a duo or a group song. So yeah. End of Act 1, going on to Act 2. What is the first? The Thunder Saga. Okay, so this is the one that just came out a few months ago, right? And then after that is the Wisdom Saga. Pretty sure. Yeah, so we're going to start start Act 2 very, very soon. And then hopefully maybe I'm a little bit caught up. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you very much for joining me on this epic journey. I will be posting a Patreon exclusive video very soon as well, so do go and check that out. I'm sure I'll let you know when that comes out. But do hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and yeah, go and join me over on Patreon, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!